Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here. Kind of moving my camera around. Sorry about that. I loosened a screw. So you can indeed say with complete confidence that Scrappy Kathy has a screw loose. I moved the camera orientation around this weekend, and in doing so, I loosened a screw that I can't seem to get tightened again. Need to pull out the wrenches. Today, I am doing the BrambleFox challenge for the month, which is a tic-tac-toe board, and I've chosen the line that calls for stickers, spring theme, and splatters. And I'm going to, spring theme always takes me to Paige Evans collections, and I've got this chipboard sticker sheet from Go the Scenic route, and it's got a few butterflies and birds and some other spring-like icons on here that I thought I might use. And the papers I'm using are actually scraps, possibly from that same collection, or maybe Wonders, I forget. But I've already started in that I chose the spring theme embellishments I want to use first. This is a BrambleFox title piece, Spring Memories, in the most beautiful shade of yellow from the March FoxBox, and it came with these little flowers, and I'm going to use all four of them. And I found the cutest little umbrella that goes with the color scheme. Once I saw the photos with the blue sky, I thought I needed that guy. And of course, I need a camera. And this actually came from the my latest order. So I have taken a panel of the chevron paper, torn a bit to create a little pocket for the camera, and done backed it with a scrap of the flowered paper. And then I put the flowered paper here on top of a foam strip to create something of a little shelf. And I'm going to go ahead. My photos, the photo is of the downtown, downtown Houston. Once we decided that we were moving from Houston to Georgia to be near the grandkids, we immediately got nostalgic for the place that we had kind of taken for granted for the 30 some odd years we'd lived there. So we decided to take a tour of Houston and act like tourists. And so on this day, we tried to catch, there was a fountain, there's a downtown train. It was meant to be, and may yet someday be, the start of a commuter train system in Houston to reduce some of the traffic in the city. But this went down Main Street, and we lived for a few years right in a building just down the street from where our photo vantage point is. So I took the photo and I ran it through two different filters, one to get the pink tones and one to get the yellow tones, because I knew I had the pink and yellow flowers here and what colors were in the papers. And I'll use one of them, obscuring the other, kind of set them in like that. And I will have a lot of journaling about this, but I will put it in a pocket on the back of the photo. I probably will not put it in the front of the photo, on the front of the page. I'm gonna kind of do this. I may want an embellishment over here, and I'll slant it that way. And then I'm gonna put this on here, but I'm going to give it a strip of foam. And yes, I'm still playing Calvin ball, but I'm not gonna go Calvin ball crazy on this page because it's a challenge team page. In my first role as a challenge team member this term with BrambleFox, and I don't want to scare them. So I don't want them to wonder why those hedgehogs and avocados are all over that pretty spring-themed page that's just supposed to show you how beautiful BrambleFox goodies can make your page. Okay, before I do any more embellishing, I'm gonna do the splatters part of my my challenge, and I'm going to use this splatters stencil. It's Fox cut number 3 in the shop, and I'm going to kind of do this. You know, I should have done that before I put the photos. So we'll remember where I put those photos, right? I'm gonna lay them there, and I'm gonna do this. This photo kind of came so if I do this kind of right there, that will work. And I'm just gonna do some Distress Oxide and Tumbled Glass because that's the color that I think most closely represents the blue of that umbrella. So that's kind of my idea there. And I don't want to overwhelm. This is a spring layout, so I don't really want black or any really high contrast color. So there, and then when we put this one on, it's going to be further down. So I'm going to do that, this next splatter, kind of facing the other way, but right here, close to the panel. And I'm also going to add some real splatters. These are, you know, stenciled splatters, of course. And I've got a little bit of oxide there. And that's not a problem because I can always embellish over it. That's probably right near where the umbrella is going to go. So it won't show by the time we're done with things. I'm going to do another splatter down here, just a light one. And then, like I said, I'm going to do some wet splatters later. Let me put this in here and I will put it aside to clean it later. Now, to get the wet splatters on, I'm going to just rub my oxides down on the little plastic tray I have here. And I'm going to spray with some water. And then I've got kind of a floppy, juicy paintbrush that will hold lots and lots of the ink, and I'll kind of spritz it around. It's a light color, so it's not really gonna have a huge visual impact. Just a small accent to let the photos and the other embellishments shine. So I think I've got enough on there, and I'm going to put all my wet stuff away now. Okay, let's go back. Let's do this again. let's try this again, as John would say. I do also maybe want to add some white splatters. I keep saying, someone commented this morning that I keep saying I'm done and then going back and doing more. I thought if I added white splatters to the larger blue ones, and I've got a splatter there by where the photo's going to go, that it kind of enhances the realism of, if you will, of that blue splatter. So I'm going to put that back up in the tray and then wipe all the stuff I've got on my fingers. I don't know where I'm going to put the title yet, so I may need your help in figuring that out. So let's put this guy right there, and that splatter looks great kind of coming out from behind it. And that actually guides me in placing this one. My adhesive isn't fresh, so that kind of gives me a placement for that. So the splatters are coming, and I think the splatters, or in this case kind of splashes, are kind of cool because of the water that's coming up. This was an amazing fountain. As the train goes through, the water arches over the train. There are electrical sensors along the way. So when the train comes, the middle sprays stop, and the outer ones that arch over get higher and go over the train. So it's kind of cool. And that, we watched that being built right in front of our loft, our downtown loft. So I could do it, I could do this here. Actually, what I had considered was doing it here, but the busy print underneath kind of detracts from the pretty yellow. So I kind of want the pretty yellow to show. And so if I put it beside the splatter there, and then work the and I adhere my perspectives with a good fast drying liquid glue that dries clear and matte. So if a little bit of it kind of sneaks out from underneath, it allows me to reposition it as many times as I need to. And it dries it really well, and it adheres really well. So if I do the umbrella this way, I think that's, and I haven't peeled my backing off here. I haven't wanted to because it has a narrow handle, and the backing kind of helps that helps the piece stay whole. And in case it gets, I'll put some adhesive back here because it has some areas that are kind of translucent. I don't want it to look like there's a glob of glue, so I spread it out so that it has just a little bit of tackiness to it, but will still adhere. Actually, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back and put the glue mostly behind the solid ones that are etched on the front. These are just magnificent pieces, these umbrellas that have the kind of translucent strips and the etched strips that are solid there. Just absolutely gorgeous, and prettier in person than they are going to look here, I'm sure. So before I do the flowers, those are kind of some of my smaller elements. I'm going to pull a butterfly. There's not a whole lot of essential stuff going on. In this part of the photo, so it does not bother me to, this is a sticker, but we all know that chipboard stickers prefer a little help in the adhesive department. So I'm going to put that there. That's got the lighter pink as well as that bright pink, and I thought it was pretty. And this one has a lot of the lighter pink, so I'll put it kind of here. I don't want to cover the pretty flowers and greenery, so I'll just kind of do that. And I have there's a geotag here. There's a pink one and there's a green one. And I'm going to go for the pink, even though it's the darker shade of pink, because I think we can have both on a page. And this one's going to get a little liquid adhesive, maybe, very little. Okay, and I'm gonna, let's see, where do I maybe thought, I think I want a flower there. So where do I want this? I could actually do it down here and add a little like handwritten Downtown Houston 2008. So that works. Now, I don't really want to add a whole lot more to it, although there's a cute little light pink heart. I wish, yeah, and there's a yellow heart. So I'm going to add these. And what I've done here is peel the very top of the chipboard off, so it kind of loses some of its dimension, and that's okay. I'm going to try to do the same to the yellow one. When I do that, I have to be careful that it doesn't bend the image too much, and that's probably good. I have to do my little kind of trademark overlapping hearts. I usually have those on every page. I have this little notebook that I thought might be, that one's not lifted up on, oh, I don't, will that be crowding things too much here? I like that there. I think that it just kind of adds to the thing, the scene, I guess. I like these little photos, or, you know, photo holder thingies. And, but what they're frames. I'm going to turn this one upside down and maybe see if I can squeeze it in under here. It kind of adds again to that. It makes the photos part of a scene. So I kind of like that. Okay, now I think we're going to finish with the flowers. I'm going to put a yellow flower down here around the pink, the pink photo, and I think I might even put it on the little blue frame. Nope, I don't like that. So I'm always wiping glue off something or other. So I think I'll just put it right here by the butterfly and try to get a solid white part underneath it. I'm going to put a pink flower up here by in this area. I may only use 3 of the flowers. I might use a pink, you know, I think I will put a pink one here. There we go. And I might put a yellow one right beside it, kind of as overlapping that, and kind of leading your eye down to the little tiny bit of journaling that's there. And just so that I can get those 2 together. Okay, I think I'm done, and I hope you like the page. I just am madly in love with everything BrambleFox does, and they're I get so excited when when my FoxBox arrives every month. I've been subscribing for a few years, and I love all of it, and was just so thrilled with this and couldn't wait to use it. So thank you for watching, and check out, I'll have a link to the blog post that explains more about the layout in my video description, and you can see close-ups on my Instagram the day after this goes live, which is will be on the 18th. So thank you for watching. Bye.